today we are going to see how our ATM machine is work. Like if we enter I want 5000 rupees, how he decides to give a 2000 give a notes of 2002 and the remaining two notes of 500 rupees, how it decides, how it works. So let's start. For that I am using Java language. If you comfortable in another language, you can try in your own language. Just there is a difference in syntax. Logic is also same, so you can copy logic from this language to your language, whatever maybe you want to, like C, CPP, Python. Okay, so just I am going to create an object of scanner class for taking an input. So scanner, I'm giving name to the SC. Okay, new scanner, I want input, so system.in. I'm using IntelliJ ID. If you comfortable in other ID, you can use that also, but in that in this ID we can identify errors at that time, not after compiling program we get errors. So this is the advantage of using IntelliJ. So we can find errors at that time particular. You can see if I'm not giving a here semicolon, then it shows me an error like this. Okay, then next we want an array. So we are going to create an array of note, so we can store how much notes, how much value of note we have. Like we have 2000 notes, 2000, 500, 200 and 100 rupees. Only ATM machine is only giving you a 2500, 200 and 100 rupees notes, not 10 rupees, 20 rupees, like that. Okay, so we have to enter the amount in the multiple of 100 rupees. Yeah, also you have seen that if you go in ATM, there is one message is showing like that you must enter amount in the multiple of 100 rupees. You cannot enter 110 rupees because in ATM machine there is no tray available for 10 rupees. But I want to show you, let us consider this is the exception. Our ATM machine has a 50 rupees note tray, 20 rupees note tray and also 10 rupees note tray our ATM machine is having. So then another is we declare one integer, so it is very helpful to calculate the length of that particular array. So we calculate the length, node dot length. Okay, then next another we want another array for storing a count, how much count having 2000 nodes, 500 nodes. So name it as count equal to new int size of that array is equal to the size of note array. Because of how much there is nodes, then count is also for that nodes particularly, not more than that nodes. So length is same. We required another array, name is and we can name it as withdraw, only width. So equal to new int length is also same. So width is nothing but an array which stores the count, how much amount is withdrawal, like how much notes of 2000 are going to withdraw, 500 rupees notes, how much number of notes it going to store, a number of notes. Okay, so these are the two arrays we require. We have initialized that arrays, created that arrays. So then we have to take an input from user. But in actual case, ATM machine is not asking you how much notes are available, so like. But in ATM machine there is a sensor which calculates how much amount is remaining in our tray. but here is we are going to take a input from user, how much notes you have left, 2000 rupees notes, 500 rupees notes. These are the left notes, or you have that particular notes. So we require one for loop. Okay, in that I equal to 0, I am initializing I to 0, I is less than n, all in all condition I is less than n, I plus plus. Okay, in the for loop, what is going on in for loop, we are going to take a input. What is that input? Enter the available note count. Okay, for how much rupees note, for that we are going to take like that note. Okay, and this I rupee note. Okay, what is it going to ask? Enter the available note count for 2000 rupees note, 500 rupees note, like that. Okay, we now require to store that count in count array. So we are going to store it in count of I equal to what is whichever amount entered by user. Okay, next int, so it is going to in count array. Next, what we are going to do? Next, we have to ask to user how much amount you want to withdraw. Okay, then again we are going to ask enter amount to withdraw. Here we are not going to say like that enter amount in multiple of 100, because we have taken 50 rupees note, 20 rupees note and 10 rupees note also. So we are not going to show message like that. Okay, then next we have to collect that amount in one variable, so that we require int type variable int amount equal to sc.nextInt. Okay, then what we are going to do now? We have amount, how much notes are available, all thing we have. So we have to calculate just how much amount notes we have to give to that person. Okay, so for that we require another one variable c type, c, call it as c for loop int I equal to 0, I is less than hot n, all in all for loops I plus plus. Okay, we are using c equal to amount divided by note of I. Okay, so why we use this formula? Let us consider I entered amount 2000 rupees. Okay, so it checks c equal to amount 2000 divided by note of I at 0th index. If I equal to 0 at 0th index, it has 2000, so 2000 divided by 2000 equal to 1, so c equal to 1. It calculates the number of notes which are required, okay, for your amount. So it stores the number of notes. Okay, so we are going to check if number of notes are equal to having number of notes in count or less than. So if we have in ATM machine there are 2 notes of 2000 rupees, but you want 3 notes, like you want 6000 rupees, you can't get. Only in ATM machine there is only 4000 rupees. So we are going to check that condition. Okay, so if c is less than or equal to count of I, okay, then what happened? Then the withdraw of I, in withdraw array we are going to store c. okay. Then our amount get reduced to if we withdraw already it calculate for 2000 note, then 2000 amount for 2000 get reduces from the amount we entered, okay. Amount minus amount equal to amount minus C into note of I, okay. If C is less than count, but else if it is greater than count of I, then what happen? We are storing withdraw of I equal to count of I, okay. Then we are reducing amount to amount minus C into no, here is not there is no role for C, count of I into note of I, okay. This is the formula. If you have any problem with this, please comment me, I will give you explanation on that, okay. Then all this happened. So after the for loop, this is logic done. We have amount, count, and how much notes to withdraw, we all things we have. Now our duty is to print how much notes are going. Our duty is to print result, okay. So we are going to print the end results, and results, okay. So for that we are going to check amount, our amount is equal to 0 or not. If our amount equal to 0, now we have reduces it to 0. If it becomes 0, then in our ATM our ATM having all notes which are required to which is going to fulfill our amount criteria. But if amount is not going to equal to 0, then it means our ATM doesn't have that much notes for our amount to fulfill criteria for withdrawing amount. So in else block there is a message. What is that? Please try again. The notes are not available, okay. So for it I am going to take a star, okay. Here is one other line, just it for one line so we can see it very good, okay. If amount equal to 0, then what happen? We require to show amount fulfill criteria, then how much notes of 2000, how much notes for 500, it will show all that things. So we are using for loop for retrieving data from the array integer j. We are going to use j type integer. J is less than n, here is also n, okay. J plus plus, okay. In for loop simple, we are getting output like note of I plus here is a error. What is error? We are using I, but in the for loop we use integer j, okay. Error is gone. So what is message? Rupees notes. Message like we require 2000 rupees of notes. How much? Okay, this amount will be show here with of j, okay. We can add also another like you will get following notes, okay. /n. Now our logic is done, our program is done. It's duty to compile it and run it. So in IntelliJ it automatically compiled, so I am going to run. So for running I am going to run this program. Okay, now I am going to show you. Here is the message: enter the available note count for 2000 rupees note. How much 2000 rupees note you have? I have only one note. 500 note 1, 200 0, 0, 50 rupees 0, 20 rupees 0, and also 10 rupees also 0. So if I entering amount which I have to withdraw, I am entering 3000 rupees. Now look, here I have entered that I have 2000 rupees only one note, okay, and 500 also one note. So total amount in ATM is 2500, but I want to withdraw 3000 rupees. Is it possible? No, obviously no. Let's check what happened. Okay, it shows notes are not available. That's correct. We have done with our program correctly. Now we are going to check another conditions. Okay, 2001, 502, 1, 2, 1, 8, 7. I'm going to enter 3450 rupees. Enter. Okay, this is our result. What is this? Okay, we enter 3450 rupees, so we will get following notes: 2000 notes 1, 500 note 2, total amount 3000. Okay, then 200 notes 1, 100 rupee note 2. So here is a 3400 rupees, and now 50 rupees note 1, 20 rupees 0, and 10 rupees 0. This is correct output, and ATM also doing like this. Okay, so congratulations to all of you. We have completed our ATM program. Okay, it's so simple, easy, not difficult. Okay, thank you. For more videos of Java programming, or you just for logic, subscribe to my channel for more videos. Thank you.